and gentlemen, we are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we are rejoicing and we are glad in it. If you're coming on, please hit that like button, hit that share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know. Today is Friday the 13th, and we are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And guess what? Welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. All right, hit the like button, hit the share button, and tag somebody and let them know we're live. Also, I want you to put in the comments what city you're watching me from today. What city are you watching me from today? I'm going to be talking to you today about 5 recession-proof commitments that you need to make in your business. Period. So all of you that are entrepreneurs, you're go-getters, you are ballers and shot callers, you're influencers. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 recession-proof commitments that you have to make in your business. Like, everybody's saying we're in a recession, at least the experts and the people who know a lot. And if we are in a recession, then that means we have things that we have to do in order to see to it that we are as recession-proof as possible. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Please put in the comments what city you're watching me from. I want to say welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. I'm your host, Ramonepreston. Every Monday through Friday when I'm not preoccupied, we bring information to you on this show that we know can be used to help start, structure, and scale your business. Like, that's pretty much all we do here at Ramonepreston Enterprises. We help people properly start, properly structure, and properly scale or maximize their businesses, their ministries, and their income streams. So if you have financial dreams that you want to properly scale and increase, we have strategies and solutions to help you. Whether you're a W-2 employee, independent contractor, full-fledged business owner, you could be on a fixed income. We have clients and students who are on fixed incomes that see the progression of what we teach them. And so I use this show as a platform to share information with you. One of my clients earlier this morning that I spoke with over the phone was just thanking me and my team. And he was just saying that we provide so much value, and he just can't get enough of listening to the content that we share, not just on our university training platform, but even on the Ramonepreston Show. So welcome to the show. Again, I'm your host, Ramonepreston, and I really appreciate you being a part of the Ramonepreston Show. I want to ask that you please put in the comments what city you watch from, and be sure to drop random comments and takeaways and responses to what I talk about in the comments. One of the reasons why I need you to do that is because it helps with the algorithms. You hear people talk about it, but it's true. When somebody is going live and posting content on social media and the followers and the viewers respond, they like the video, they share the video, they comment and engage with the video, the algorithms, the technological things behind these platforms make sure that this video gets viewed, that those videos and posts become more viewable and accessible to more people. So I really need you to start doing that if you haven't done it. If you watch the show, if you watch my videos, if you're getting value. Now, if I'm not saying that and it ain't helping you at all, then I understand. But if I'm giving you the game, I'm giving you value, and you just have to support by making sure you comment, making sure you let people know that there's somebody who's sharing information that's changing people's lives. So I really, really appreciate it. And again, today is Friday, January 13th. We're 13 days into the new year. And my hope and expectation is that you've at least made some commitments. If for some reason you haven't made commitments, or maybe you haven't made the right commitments, I want to show you 5 recession-proof commitments that you can make in your business, and you need to make them in your business today. Here's the truth. Even if you ain't got a business, like a LLC or incorporation or 501c3. You are a business. So these are commitments that you should be making for yourself. Let me give you these 5, okay? The first commitment that you should be making, and it's a recession-proof commitment, is a commitment to planning. You have to plan, okay? Planning is essential. Somebody said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So why should I commit to planning? Listen to this. Committing to planning reflects your commitment to expanding. So when you plan, you are actually expanding. And you are not only expanding your think, that's a word, your think, but you're also expanding your reach. Because when a business owner plans, let me help you understand this. When a business owner plans, what they are doing is they are expanding their think and they're expanding their reach, because now you have to set big enough goals, have quantifiable timelines, and you have to have certain action steps that you can take on a day-to-day basis for your planning to actually make sense, okay? And so if you plan on being recession proof, if you know you want your business and your financial situation to be recession proof, seeing that we got a lot going on, well, the first thing you're going to need to do is commit to planning. And your commitment to planning is a reflection of your commitment to expanding your think. All right, so let's work with that a little bit. What do you mean by expanding your think? You got to expand the way you see life. You got to expand the way you see business. Like you might be thinking, I'm going to give you an example. You might be thinking, oh, I need a physical space to sell my products, or I need an office space to provide my services, when if you expanded your think and planned beyond where you are in this physical universe, you might realize that you need a global office. You don't need an office that's limited to one geographic location, especially if you're in a location or a market that ain't really got a lot of money generating, or that industry is not even really important. Like I talk to people all the time who tell me they have trouble selling certain products and services in certain areas. And then when we start digging deep into what their problem is, what their issue is, we realize, oh, wow, it's because of where you're located, and you're limited in your reach. It's only so many people you can reach doing it the way you're doing it. It's no different than you being on social media. At some point, being on social media, you have to not only create posts, you have to not only build your following, but at some point you may have to run ads, and you may have to have offers that go beyond your scope of business, meaning that you might have to connect with other people. You might have to bring in other business owners. You might have to have other people who have other assets and valuable products and services to come in with you on what it is that you're offering. So the first recession-proof commitment is your commitment to planning. Again, let me say it. This reflects your commitment to expanding your think and your reach to set big goals, create obtainable timelines, and implement daily action steps. So if you fail to plan, guess what happens? You plan to fail. All right. So the first recession-proof commitment you have to make is to planning. And planning is all about expanding your think and expanding your reach. You should, as a business owner, go out to January 2026. That's the least you should be doing. You should be thinking about, where do I want to be in 3 years? How much money do I want to make? How many people do I want to hire within the next 3 years? And reverse engineer it to figure out, like, what does my action step today need to look like in order to get me there? How many people do I need to be talking to every day? How many products and services do I need to be selling? How many new opportunities do I need to create? How much value do I need to give? Everything needs to be measured. Everything needs to be quantified with math. All right. Recession-proof commitment number 2 is a commitment to profits. And I know this sounds like, what? Profits? What you mean profits? Well, you'd be surprised how many business owners who are in business and they don't even think about profits. They're not prioritizing profits. They're not committed to making a profit. They're committed to maybe serving a purpose. They're committed to maybe doing something on the side to occupy their time. They're committed to a hobby. They're committed to just being a blessing. They're committed to just experimenting. You got to get committed to profits. You got to get committed to profits. What does it mean to commit to profits? Here's what it means, just in case you don't understand what I'm saying. It means, or it reflects, rather, your commitment to prioritize sales and revenue. So your commitment to profits is about you prioritizing sales over expenses. You shouldn't be so committed to lowering your expenses that you forget to commit to increasing your sales. So when you are committed to profits, it reflects your commitment to prioritize sales and revenue above budgets and expenses. So you can't be so focused on budgeting and lowering your expenses, especially as a business owner, because it's going to cost you money to do a lot of the things that you want to do. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you energy. It's going to cost you effort. And so you have to be willing to prioritize profits over and above expenses. All right. So that's number 2. Recession-proof commitment number 3 is a commitment to practice. These are my 5 P's. I love my 5 P's. I always give y'all this game. So a commitment to practice, listen to this, reflects your commitment to recruit the best people, have the best platforms, and implement the best processes to manage and maintain the day-to-day operations of your business. You got to start looking at your business as a practice. And if your business is a professional practice, you're going to need people. You're going to need platforms. And you're going to need processes. You're going to need these things. And if you don't know how to bring people into your ecosystem, if you don't know how to integrate the right platforms and implement the right processes, the only thing that you're missing is the education and training. That's the only thing you're missing. Like if you just give yourself an opportunity to get educated and trained on how to bring in the right people, how to integrate the right platforms and implement the right processes, it's going to make your business so easy. Every client that I talk to that has been educated on these things, they always tell me my business and my life is totally different because I now know how to bring in people. I know how to incorporate them and integrate them into my ecosystem. I know how to do the same with platforms and processes. Everything makes sense now. I know what I'm doing. Everybody that works with me knows what they're doing. This is what makes your business a real practice. And these are recession-proof commitments that you have to make. All right. Number 4. The 4th recession-proof commitment is a commitment to, and this is a big one, presence. Presence. What does it mean to be committed to presence? Here's what it means. It reflects your commitment to personal and corporate brand identity. So now you have to be willing to commit to having a presence in the marketplace, a personal presence and a corporate presence. Now, there are so many tactics to this. There's so many layers to this. But let me give you one example. Sometimes when you're trying to build a brand, you don't need to separate your corporate from your personal, meaning that, like, for example, my business is named Ramonepreston Enterprises. So sometimes, If you go to social media, I don't have a business page and a separate personal page because I need them to run together concurrently until my brand and my business is big enough for me to separate those things. But initially, you don't have enough people following you. You don't have a big enough presence. You don't have an audience. I'm the same way. So I can't afford to do that. I mean, I might put a video up or a reel or a story or a short. And you know, every couple videos that I put up might get maybe 1,000 views or 500 views. But a lot of times, some of my videos get 10 views, 20 views, 30 views. And I got a successful business. Because it takes so much time and effort and repetition and content and consistency and money and support to really create a presence in the marketplace, especially when you're trying to create a brand identity. So don't try to separate all these entities that you got going on when you ain't got no presence, okay? So a commitment to presence reflects your commitment to personal and corporate brand identity and awareness that tells the marketplace what you do that no one else does and how you do it. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. The truth is this. I talk about this all the time to people and they never really lean in and dial in on how does this actually look in my day-to-day activities, because they don't give themselves time to really educate and to train and to build a muscle for these things. Here's my last one. The fifth and final recession-proof commitment is your commitment to production. Production. This is about you being able to produce. Production reflects your commitment to marketing your brand and marketing your business by using produced media as your information-based platform. So this is one of the reasons why I show up as much as I possibly can on the show, because I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to produce. I'm doing my best to commit to marketing my brand and my business and using produced media as an information-based platform. So it might be boring to some people. It might be repetitious to some people. It might not mean nothing to some people. But guess what? Somebody listens and says, hey, that's changing my life. Hey, that makes sense. I need to try that. Hey, I need to see if this can work in my business or my finances. So these are the commitments you have to make. So I want you to write these 5 recession-proof commitments down, and I want you to take some time to really educate yourself on how can I get better at planning in my business. I need to plan for more courses to be created. I need to plan for more products to be sold. I need to plan to increase my income and to implement more strategies. I need to set bigger goals. I need to have timelines that are obtainable. I need to have action steps rather. I need to make a certain amount of contacts a day. I need to get in front of a certain amount of people. There's a certain number of products and services I have to sell. There's like all of these activities and the numbers behind them and the metrics behind them are all tied to your plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is what makes your business recession proof. The better you can plan. So you should be able to map out what the next couple months are going to look like, what the next couple years are going to look like, and what each day looks like based on the next couple months and couple years, okay? Recession-proof commitment number 2, profits. Be committed to sales over expenses. Be committed to revenue over budgets. Yes, you can focus on budgeting. Yes, you can put some time in on making sure you're not overspending in your life personally and even in your business, but it shouldn't be more time than you spending on creating more sales, increasing your revenue. You got to make money. You got to do something different. Recession-proof commitment number 3, practice. You got to turn your business into a professional practice. And you have to get educated and get real good at integrating platforms, people, and processes to your business. Like when it comes to running a business, one of the things that you're going to learn, if you don't know right now, you're going to learn that running a business is really about running systems and processes and integrating people into them systems and processes and figuring out how to add to those systems and processes for scalability. Like I'm dealing with that every day. I'm always trying to figure out, how can I create more scalable platforms? How can I scale people? How can I scale products and services, systems? How can I scale it? Because that's what's gonna make or break me, or at least determine massive success. All right. Recession-proof commitment number 4 is presence. You got to get committed to creating a brand and making sure that your marketing and your messaging is a reflection of your brand. You need to become a brand. Your business needs to become a brand. And whether you succeed at it or not, like most major brands are, you still need to have the mindset that, yeah, I gotta become a brand. I need everybody to know me. I need everybody to be thinking about me. I need a presence. And you're on a planet where there are billions of people on social media every day. So you throwing a post up every once in a while or doing a live every 2 weeks or so, it ain't enough. I know people who put up a couple posts a day. It's still not enough. I post all day. My son, he works full time for us. He posts all day. He's hacking and doing all kind of stuff on social media all day for our company. But guess what? It's still not enough. We run ads too. So we're always trying to figure out new creative ways to have a presence, because this is recession-proof commitment number 4. And number 5, production. I got to produce now. I got to produce. And that means I've got to have enough content and enough information that I'm putting out that becomes so valuable that people want to know who I am. And you got to do the same thing. All right. So I want you to write these 5 down. If you have any questions that you want to ask, or if you need information on how to incorporate these commitments into your business or into your life, we have courses, we have programs that make integrating these things very, very easy to you and for you. All you have to do is reach out to us. And let me give you a number that you can reach out to me today if you would like more information. Okay, that was my other show I did. I left it on there. You can text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. Again, I want to help you. I want to help you beef up your commitments. I want to help you beef up your commitment to planning. Again, if you don't know how to plan properly, you don't know how to set goals, I've got courses on that. If you have issues making profits, that means you might have a sales issue. You don't know about CRMs or sales systems. You don't know how to have a sales process. You don't have a script. You don't even know anything about having a sales process. We have courses to show you how to do that. If you have an issue with committing to practice, meaning that you don't know how to integrate platforms and people and processes into your business, we have a whole course on corporate systems and processes. How do you build these systems and processes out for your marketing, your sales, your financials, and your operations? Maybe presence and production is an issue for you. You don't really know how to build a brand. I teach courses and show my clients and students how to create holding companies and business structures in a way that you can position yourself in the market to get more attention, and it ultimately creates more conversion. So all you have to do is text millionaire to 404-478-7213. I'll be more than happy to speak with you, to answer any questions that you might have, and to give you access to some amazing courses and content that can really scale your business to the next level. So appreciate you for joining the show today. Thank you. Love you. And we'll be back here Monday, same place, same time, right here, y'all, on the Ramon